Hey y'all, it's Ricky T. I'm coming to you today. I'm in my office here at the Taylor Plantation in beautiful Beech Grove, Indiana on a Friday, almost afternoon. I'm on my lunch break, so I thought I would do this quick video. Today I'm going to talk to you about cigars, storing your cigars, and when you have a humidor, especially when it's new, you have to season it. Sometimes you got to season it several times over a couple of years before it's finally to the point to where it actually holds humidity and keeps your cigars protected. So what I have here, I have two humidors. I have a humidor that I've had for well over 20 years. I had this way back in the Prior Lane days. That was the first house Ellen and I lived in after we got married. And this sucker has been around for so long that it doesn't need anything. It's seasoned. I don't need to put anything in it to keep the humidity. I'm going to show it to you. It's not bad looking. It's nice looking, but it's very simple and it's old. Right here. There you go. The dog's going to bark because I see UPS coming. Anyway, here's what it looks like. I actually took all of the cigars out of my second humidor. I'll explain that in a minute, why I got two, and put them in this one because my newer one, we're going to go through the seasoning process. This one here is packed to the brim. This one, like I said, I put nothing in it. You got these little, what they call Bovita packs. They're real like a gel. And if you look real closely, it says 72%. You can put one or two of these in a humidor, and it'll help keep the humidity at whatever humidity it says. They sell these in multiple different humidities. Different people like their cigars differently. I like mine. I like to keep my humidor around 70-ish, 68 to 72. That way my cigars are going to be between 65 and 70% relative humidity. For me, my preference, that tends to be the sweet spot for the way I like them. And then in addition to that, I've got this hydrometer. This hydrometer I think is not working. It sucks. I'm not convinced of its accuracy. Once I get this reseasoned, I'm going to buy a new one of these that I know is good because I've done my research. I just bought a cheapie on Amazon. It's not very good. And then I also, in this one, I have these beads. You put water in it, they expand, and there's water in there that keeps this humidified. So you can see I've been doing a lot of stuff to keep this thing at a proper humidity. As time goes by, I shouldn't have to do that. At worst, one of these, and you're done. But like my old one, I don't do anything to it. And as a matter of fact, I want to show you something. I've got this little tool where you can actually check the humidity of your cigar. So it's one thing to know what the humidity in your humidor is, but that doesn't necessarily always carry over to the cigar. You've got smaller cigars, you've got bigger cigars, some long, some short, some fat, some skinny. Obviously, the fatter the cigar, the more moisture it needs to be at the same humidity as a smaller, skinnier cigar. So this thing, you can take it and it will tell you the humidity of your cigar. I'm going to pull one out just so you can see. They say if you keep your cigar or your humidor at about 70, 72, then if your cigar is in the mid 60s, 65 is probably perfect. Up to 72 is kind of that sweet range. The mailman's coming, so maybe the dog. So as I put this in, you'll see this one's coming up 72, that's 71 now. So as you can see, let me put the lid back on this. As you can see, my cigars in my older humidor, with nothing in it, the humidity is pretty much perfect. I'm having a problem with this one. I've seasoned this one twice. I've had this one for about a year and a half. And the reason I got it is I just wanted something prettier, to display in my office. And so this is gorgeous. As you can see, and it's a little bit bigger. but it's not seasoned well yet. I've seasoned it twice. The method I used in the past was you take a sponge, you wring it out, you just wipe down all the cedar. You don't get it wet, you just wipe it down enough so that it's wiped down. You leave the sponge in there, and then maybe you get a shot glass half full of water, you put that in there. You leave it in there for 24 to 48 hours, and that should season, at least to a certain degree, your humidor. Done that twice, and this is I'm still having to struggle with putting this in there, and every several months add more water to this until these balls eventually shrivel up, and which is fine. This here takes up some room, as you can see. Whatever corner I put this in, it has to have shorter cigars in front of it. So it would be nice to get my newer humidor to where I don't need all that. So a method that I learned about is, I showed you these Bovita packs that you can just put in there. Well, they also make, what I'm getting ready to open here, and guess what? They sent me the wrong ones. So I'm going to have to stop this video. Hey y'all, I'm back. I thought they sent me the wrong Bovita packs, but I actually grabbed my 72s that I already had that I was using for here. These are the ones I already had. The ones that I really wanted were sitting on the counter over here, and I got frustrated and ticked off, and I stopped the video early, so I'm back. So what they make are these bigger ones. See, here is the 72. See how much bigger this is? This is an 84%. And these are, it's a seasoning kit, and you can see it's brand new. See how it's super jelly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my humidor, which is empty. I bought a 4-pack of these. It was cheaper to get 4 than just 1 on a per unit basis. I need 2. So I'll probably do this and then do it again in 6, 9, 12 months. You take 2 of these and you simply, let me get my, there I go again, grabbing the 72s. Sometimes I can be an idiot. You just simply put 2 84% Bovita packs in your humidor and you close it. I'm going to take this, turn it around, set it where it goes. Don't touch it for 2 weeks. Okay? Let that sit there for 2 weeks. When you come back in 2 weeks, you can take the Bovita packs out, put your cigars back in there, and it should be seasoned. I've done a little research on this. Supposedly this method works better. I'm going to do it 2 times. Might as well. I bought 4, so I'll do 2. I'll probably wait until we get back into cigar season again. It's September now. So next spring, early summer, I'll do it again, and we'll see. I'm going to get a nicer hygrometer. This one is junk. Actually, Bovita now makes a hygrometer that's Bluetooth. So what you can do is you can put an app on your phone. They have it for both iPhone and Android. And you can just grab your phone, pull up the app, and it'll tell you your humidity in your humidor whenever you want. The only downside to it is you have to be in that Bluetooth area for it to work. So if I leave the house, I won't be able to do it, but as long as I'm home and I'm sitting on the couch, I can check it. Now, if you have an extra device laying around, there's a way to sling it so that you can hook the old phone up to the hygrometer and then hook your normal phone to the one you're using here, and then it's Wi-Fi and you can see it anywhere in the world if you want to do that. As long as I can see it from home, that's all I care about. And I know it's accurate. I've watched several videos where they tested it. They tested it up against some other expensive hydrometers and professional hydrometers, and it was right on. So it's called the Bovita Butler. It's 39 bucks, ain't too bad. So once this is done, I'm going to get that and test it and see where we're at. And so hopefully this works. I will let you know. So that is one of a few methods on how to season your humidor. if you're newer to the cigar world or just are interested in learning something new, even if it's a useless fact to you. So I'm going to give it 2 weeks and I will put my cigars in it. I'll monitor it for a month or so, and then maybe I'll come back and give you an update. Okay, we'll see if this works. In the meantime, that's it. Luckily, I got a crap load of cigars in this one here, and so I can still smoke them over the next 2 weeks. Which, by the way, if you don't have 2 humidors, if it's your only humidor, the best thing to do is just have these Bovitas and just get yourself a Ziploc bag or some Tupperware and put your cigars in that with 1 or 2 of these. That'll hold you over for 2 weeks while you're waiting for your humidor to season. In my case, I've got like a 20+ year humidor that's beautifully seasoned. It's so accurate. I use this as what I do is the one up on the mantle. I use that as my day-to-day cigars. And then when I get new cigars, I put the new cigars in the older one that I know is reliable, let them age for a while, take some out and put them in there when I put the new ones in and just rotate it. So the ones in this one are typically always my newest ones. The ones in that one are typically my older ones that have been aged a little longer, so they're better. And so that's one of the reasons. Another reason other than I wanted a pretty humidor. Also, I was getting to the point to where I was having a lot of cigars and I needed a second one. So now I can rotate them. The aging, reliable one, once they're aged, I put them in that one. That's my everyday. So there you go. All right, that's it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. So anyway, that's it. Until next time, God bless America.